Hello, people of the internet. It's your boy, Skinny Penis, with another basic varang. Today, we look into the funny gameplay of torpedo boats again. And maybe people play them properly from here on out. Okay, very unlikely, but let's see what happens, I guess. Oh, to show off proper torpedo boat gameplay, we obviously take the best solo torpedo boat there is, which is the Shimakaze. Huh? I mean, obviously, if you hate carriers, you can go Holland. If you like to support your team a bit more, then you play Gearing or Summers. Honestly, like the torps of Gearing and Summers are better, but the individual torps. But Shimmer just with Ledge mod has more, saturates more areas, and is generally hull-wise a bit better for solo play since you're hard to fuck with. And also, in general, like your concealment is top dog. Like on Gearing, you have to intentionally cuck gun reload and torpedo reload to get to Shimmer conceal. Summers doesn't even get that option. But yeah. Map that we got here, it's obviously a bit shite for torpedo boat. Matchmaking is also a bit shite because we are actually fighting a carrier, though it's a not Richthofen, it's a Roosevelt, which will most likely go for battleships, not destroyers. I have a triple funny German BB division, which may end up being my downfall. Because if they start running it and suiciding in, then, well, barely disabled AA in time. Obviously you want to run Swift and Silence Conceal here, Torpedo Reload AR and Survivability Expert kind of. Swift and Silenced for the 47.4 knots. Gets you into trouble faster, but also gets you out of trouble faster. And in general, you want to play more of a spot-orientated gameplay in flanks. Sadly, I got the mid-spawn on a very small map, which with a lot of islands. So it's a bit hard for me to do proper flank plays. Oh, shit, he shot me. Did he shoot a teammate? I think he shot me, but failed miserably. Yep. Okay. Torpedo gameplay. If you play a torpedo boat, you essentially accept the fact that you won't be the craziest carry in your team, because torpedoes are very situational and depend a lot on the intelligence and skill of the enemy team. But what you can do is, after accepting that fact, you can theoretically play more around your teammates. Like, for example, that Zorki. If I spot for that Zorki may be able to play the game way easier and more effective. So, I'm going to take over the spot duty, I'm going to take over the cap duty, and I'm going to maybe even drop smokes at some point. If there's situations where you can assist a radar cruiser or crazy DPM cruiser or DD with a smoke, because you don't need it for anything else, then you should do it. The division on the other side gearing middle, so we have a Marceau here. Torpedoes could be coming for the cap. I'm very confident in me dodging them though. I stay outside of the Annapolis radar, you can see it here. And maybe I hit torpedoes on the Stalin. I hit one torp on the Stalin. Pretty good. He could have eaten 2 or 3 there if the spread is a bit better or the timing. So sadly we don't immediately remove him. I hope he doesn't pull his radar. I mean, now I don't really care because I'm already through with capping. The Conqueror is kiting the Annapolis Dover rocks, so I will definitely go more towards middle again. Only issue is middle is fucking stuck where like lots of raiders in middle. What I can maybe pull is torpedoes on this position through the gap. Keeping the Stalin lit. I mean, theoretically is lit by 20 people, so not really like. But my torp drew the DCP, and my teams actually immediately got fires after, which is extremely good. The plane should fuck off in a second. He doesn't have Kuznetsov, so I think he's just burning down. Keep in mind my torpedoes turn a wee bit slow because of the ledge mod. Yeah, so Conqueror's kiting away, Marceau is on the... I mean, I didn't know my Zorki would actually just suicide in here, but I can't have it all. So we're going to torpedo this, since I don't need them. So since the Alaska is running away, Stalin is dead. There may be an option for me to actually get into B, theoretically. Maybe I get some nose and torpedo hits on the Annapolis. Annapolis seems to be rather decently smart about what he's doing, so I don't think it will be torpedoes. Good question now where I'm going. I think it could be smart to actually go completely over to the other side. Because I'm spotted now, so that means there may be DDs coming into their base. Also, I'm a bit scared about the Annapolis moving up rocks when he can. Just gonna switch sides now. And Swift and Silence obviously helping out here. Yeah, not really much I can do on A. I mean, I said like the map is very small, there is a lot of islands, so this is perfect example why torpedo boats are a bit shit in most situations, because yeah, well, I mean, you're not really looking at great opportunities for torpedoes here. Neither is spotting easy. So what I can do now though is I can drop a smoke actually for this Annapolis. I just have to be careful that I don't eat the torps meant for him, but I can definitely... Okay, we have the torps here. He has Hydro on, that's why the torps are spotted so early. Or maybe I'm spotting them? Could actually be me that is spotting them. I'll just drop a smoke for him. He says thank you. And I mean, in general, you have to keep him alive here. That's very important. Okay, wait. The Alaska may come in here. Gotta repair le torpedo. And le runaway. I think he's fully turning in soon. Drop the torps and run away again. But I made this guy be decently safe. Now he's going to burst, make the Alaska turn in or some shit. I think the Alaska is definitely dead to torps here normally. So the Raider is also gone and my Annapolis should be unspotted in smoke again. I can go kite in front of the Yamagiri and oh, there you go. I can kite in front of the Yamagiri and Gearing and actually fuck with them. The two BBs behind them don't have Hydro, so there's actually still a chance to win this. Only issue would be that I definitely have way less support now against the Gearing than... It's not a ledge Gearing, but I am in kite. I don't have a smoke. This guy might be dazzled actually, given the dispersion here. My battleship helped out a bit. Don't underestimate the guns of Shima in kite. Like I can easily like fuck him up here with my HP because I have so much left and I'm in kite, so generally the fight is very favored for me. And we should go dark here, hopefully. Sadly I didn't get a fire, but I mean, can't have it all. Wait, can we blind him maybe for a fire? Okay, the Yamagiri is actually up here somewhere. Okay, interesting. My Annapolis could go in from behind and fuck with these people. Okay, there's the Yamagiri, only 6,000 HP. Okay, I can maybe trade this guy out. Does he have perma now? No. Okay, he's dead. Okay, nice, nice, nice. So that guy is removed. That means actually that I'm free to play against the no Hydro BBs as long as the area doesn't spot me. And the Annapolis can maybe kill the... Can maybe kill the Gearing. Weird. Carrier will now focus on Annapolis with Conqueror, so I don't think there is a real wave. Oh! I detonated this guy? That is fucking hilariously nuts. 2 torps, detonation. He was full HP, for sure. Crazy. We can turn in immediately. By the way, something you can do, torp for the backline people that are coming in while you're fighting someone in the front. Generally, another detonation? Generally gives the enemy the feeling that you're not really caring for them. And they might not think about you torping someone completely different to who you're fighting with guns. But yeah, as you can see, very limited impact here. The map is very, very unsuited for torpedo boat plays. But it is very nice to have 47 knots of speed. Okay, the Annapolis died. So, I mean, what I will do now is I will use the last seconds and shit to probably get some torpedoes out on Conqueror, get a bit more damage, and then go essentially GG next. There's not really like a way to win this anymore. 4-cap layout, I can't touch all caps. The only thing I could theoretically do is one-shot battleships here. If this guy doesn't spot me, I could theoretically death strike the Conqueror. If he goes for the full turnout, he's dead. Should be dead. I think he does that. I can already turn back and go for the cap. This is another death strike. I don't know why he's turning that way, to be brutally honest with you. He's fucking cooked. There you go. But that's also the reason why Shimakaze is most likely by far the best torpedo boat. The stealth speed and wall of skill you can send is at least giving you the opportunity that if you're in the right spot to torpedo, you actually get a lot of damage out of it and you one-shot someone, so there's no coming back. Like, you fuck up against Shima torps because you're flat to them, like the Conqueror, you are in fact dead. Not really much the enemy can do then. The problem here is that a Haaland would, for example, be way slower, way easier to spot, couldn't go dark and smoke against like CV or enemy DD spotting. And on top of everything, you also have torps that essentially, even if you hit 10 out of 10 on a BB, he might actually live. While I just evaporate destroyers, battleships with 4 torpedoes here, Conqueror 8-4, I think. I mean, he would have eaten like 6 or some shit. But yeah, is that blind on me and actually hitting? Nearly. So, by the way, the Marceau probably comes in from there, so... Oh, the torpedo tube is still turning. Maybe the Marceau eats one. Well, not necessarily a kill, but... maybe he's done so low that he can't fight me anymore. Engine damage again. The splash damage is just fucking me over, dude. Okay, he decapped. Okay, couldn't really do much here. He was too healthy, but he nearly ate a torp. If he dies, I get Kraken, Cap, and then maybe the carrier. I think the carrier is somewhere on the north, that's why I ran there. But I mean, not really much I could do. Team sadly died a bit too fast. But yeah, as I said in the beginning, it's going to be a harsh attempt if my team doesn't play properly. And sadly, yeah, this is the thing in World of Warships, so you have 2 super DDs that are essentially worthless and useless. They should not be allowed to play Super DD, but I mean, nothing you can really do here. Yeah, we just battle on and see if we can get a wider map or a more open flank spawn. Obviously, at the moment, Shimakaze is probably a really nuts pick in randoms because we're looking at a A lot of BB skill changes, so lots of BBs at the moment. It's patch day as well. People trying new builds, people trying the specs out, or the skills out that have been changed. Yeah. So as you could see, there was like a Conqueror, probably trying Furious, blowing up to me. Generally no Hydro battleships, very good. Oh, we're actually lucky immediately again. We only have 2 destroyer game, no carrier, which is really important for me. And none of the battleships has Hydro. And the cruisers, it's a smoke cruiser Harbin that dies to essentially one of my Torps midship. Because he has like 0 HP, no Hydro. And the Stalin also doesn't get Hydro, so pretty good matchmaking this time. Also, bit better of a map, still pretty shit though, because we're looking at Greece, which has the insane amounts of islands in the middle, which blocks a lot of your torpedoes for spam torps, or like constant torp spread. This map is mostly like timing based. Like if I get a great timing on the 1-2 line with my torps, I can death strike someone immediately. And again, it's like a gamble. Like if I go 1 line, the right side here, I bank on the fact that people are playing this area here, or trying to dive this area, which they do more likely, or I go to this rock and towards Capmore, and then I bank on people going towards the border, and then my first torpedo set is essentially like a timing based one where they try to get into position and I'm trying to get all my torps in. But yeah, what I'm definitely going to try is spotting them before they reach anything. That would be kind of important, not gonna lie. But let's see how we end up. I said in the first game, carrier is really bad. Like, carriers randomly spotting you out is something you just don't want in a torpedo boat, especially not one that is equipped with good conceal. If I had a Haaland last game, I mean, I don't do the damage with the torps I did, or I can't smoke the Annapolis, I can't outspot the enemy destroyers, but at least, let's say, I would have gotten... This guy seems to be trying to run towards island, so I'm trying to go as far as possible with my angle here. And then slow down. Is he gonna full turn out? Probably, maybe. I have to keep an eye out that I'm not going too far. All my torps are out, and now I will just reposition towards A and try to fight, hopefully the Shima, hopefully not the Z-23, because I don't really want to fuck with a Hydro Destroyer here. But I think this fucking ship gets radar, the Rhode Island thingy, so maybe we can abuse the radar and deal some damage. Is he accelerating again? Hopefully. He's gonna eat a few peats, but he's definitely not going to be death struck. If he catches those 3, nah, he's too slow. He's slowing down already. He also sees them, I think. There's something spotting them. But 3 torpedo hits on a crumble, or 3 torpedo hits on a crumble? Dude. As I said with the timing, it worked out. I mean, as said, if he's a bit further forward, he actually eats... if he's a bit further forward, he eats the 3 additional ones, and this would actually cripple him down to like 10k. I have to smoke here. Sadly. No other way around it. He fucked off with his Hydro, which is really important though. And I keep this small little island in between me and him, so... Oh, the lucky ass fire. But I think he has DCP in about 5 to 10 seconds, so... Shouldn't really matter. But again here, if you never spread a Haaland there, you go all or nothing. And if you miss, you do 0. And if you hit all of them, you actually still don't really have the same... Like, even if you hit like 7 or 8 here, it's the same damage that I did, kind of. With 3 torps. Also, I hit a torp midship, which means this is like unhealable damage, which is pretty good, obviously. What the fuck? Is this like intentional griefing here by... What the fuck? I said like I keep the island in between me and the Z-23 torps. Oh, fuck. Well, I actually didn't expect the Z to just run it at me. This is a bit of a problem. Definitely. The battleship is shooting me. Can I get away? I don't know why he still has Hydro on. Okay, well, I mean... issue here is probably that the Rhode Island isn't known yet, and he's pushing... And he's also not popping his radar. I mean, the thing has radar, right? Or am I fucking stupid? Okay, I mean... We never pop radar in our test chip and just run it? Like, good, okay, I mean... Bannable, but sure, I mean, okay. Could have just radared? Especially after seeing that the thing runs it back into the cap. But, I mean, he's on a blacklist for a reason, so... Guess we're never ever going to engage with this person again, because he's just a scumbag fucklord. So, okay, next game, GG. Quick one. Bit of a helpless situation there, as you could see. Torpedo boat. Oh, actually, we get the same map again. Do we also get the same spawn? Not the same spawn, but like same map. Pretty funny. Okay, I mean, sure. I mean, Rhode Island is supposedly running radar. So he could have radared at least once or so, and I would have known that the Z tries something again. The Z probably didn't know that the thing has radar. That was what I was assuming. That I know it has radar. Maybe the Z doesn't want to re-push into a long duration radar. Turned out he did, and my Rhode Island was fucking ignoring it. But yeah, probably a loss then again, because I died. I was more concerned about torpedoes and staying in smoke. Should have just run away. Probably something I would have to adapt to more now than ever before as well, with the E-ring, Somers, Shimmer and stuff, like just torp boats. You don't really sit in smokes anymore. There's just too much with hydro radar, DPM, also EU, obviously people shoot destroyers a lot, so yeah, just sitting in a smoke is probably not the right way of playing these torpedo boats. Bit sketch. In terms of torp choice, by the way, there's no argument for the 20s or the 8s at this stage. Like, you can't really run them. Actually, I might not go into the B cap. Z23 again. 2 submarines. No carrier, though. Matchmaking kind of really good. Submarines, I mean, yeah, they're annoying, but at least if I catch them, I'll completely eradicate them. Yamagiri and Shima, and I think also Yugumo and Kagero and stuff, have like extremely nuts depth charges while having good conceal and speed. So yeah, they're pretty good. Sadly, you lack the hydro, but in general, you at least have the alpha on the depth charges, which is more important than the amount. I mean, in Shima, you get both amount and alpha. So anything like above 4 or 5k alpha is extremely crazy on depth charges, and just getting above the submarine for a small period of time is already blowing it up. We torped that angle because we saw the Siegfried running it in. Also there's a DD in there. And I mean the Siegfried is hydro and the DD is hydro, so I'll just stack the torpedoes. Like you torp differently on torp boats, depending on what you're torping and if you're torping. You don't really want to. I mean, I could have used my torps for torpedoes here. Would have been probably smarter. But let's see. There's something in the cap here. Kagero is with me. Maybe I'll light it. Oh, there. It's a gearing. Okay. You already torped. You actually hit a torp on the Siegfried? I hit one after all. And I killed the Shimakaze with another torp midship. That was a 79 Shima, by the way, because I don't really think I could have killed him if he runs Survivability Expert with one torpedo. It's very unlikely. But yeah, so like, since there was a Siegfried and a potential I didn't know where the Z23 is, so like it could be the Hydro DD. If I stack my 15 torpedoes on one spot, it's the wall of skill, and it becomes incredibly hard to dodge, even with Hydro, and even in something like a Daring or stuff. It's actually, so now I'm sitting in cap, blocking it. I'm also like spotting people here. I'm really trying hard to play a proper torpedo boat. That's for sure. Okay, maybe I should move over and actually fuck with the sub. Maybe. That could be helpful for my team. Oh, he fucked Adolf Mickey. I don't know why you call yourself Adolf Mickey, but hey. The Siegfried is going on an adventure in the middle. Z23 died. I don't want to run into the battleship, not that the submarine randomly gets the bright idea to shotgun. And he shotguns me. Just gonna use my... Okay, the sub is reversing. That's really good. I can just kill him now. This guy fucked it. Be careful that he doesn't ram me, but that should be decently fine to avoid. Gonna go next to him and then... Where's my depth charges? So this guy should even blow up as an eye. Yeah, the thing is not even moving. I think he's trying to go forward. It should kill him really fast. Yeah, he's dead. Those depth charges deal too much damage. Yeah, there you go. It's actually like... Okay, we're torping the Izumo. And we're going here to shoot him a bit. He should straighten out again. Towards the sub. No, he doesn't actually. I wasted all my torps, but I have fast reload. I'm going to smoke here myself. I don't want to take hits from the battleships. One minute and I'm in front of a chokehold with a Shimakaze. That is... 1 minute on torps, I mean, and when I'm chokehold, in front of a chokehold with Shima, so... it's pretty simple for me to stop these people from ever doing anything here, really. Like, I just can't panic my torps again like I just did. Would be a disaster. I hit a torp on the Monty, so he's probably DCPing at the moment. I don't know why this guy goes flat to the sub. Like, I mean, our sub is dented, so... Doesn't really matter, but... Can probably load AP here. 20 seconds on torps, there's 2 tier 10 BBs coming, so I mean I'm in the right spot anyways. The team is winning the other side. Just a bit of gun damage. Would be better use of my time than being AFK. Oh, there you go, bit of gun damage. Obviously having the BB spotted would be good. I mean I could reverse for Monty and Vermont. Okay, the Monty is actually running away. Maybe I can cheese a fire into him. Okay. That is not torpedo hits. This guy will probably kite the fuck out away, so I'm going to do the extra funny. Or his turnout, and now I reposition again into A. I gotta get in front of those people. I mean, I thought they would push because they're 2 tier 10 BBs, but supposedly they're just interested in running the fuck away. So the Izumo should turn out again, which probably makes him turn in a way that my torps get like 1 or 2 ass hits and he dies. Okay, we have to fight Gearing now. Or does Kagero trade him out with torps? That would be massive. Yeah. Oh my god, that guy ate 11. No, 10. Jesus Christ. That man could have had 150k HP or some shit and I would have still killed him. Yeah, the gearing is a bit of an issue. But we're looking good. We're looking really good. Question is, what do I do about the gearing? Real good question. Oh, wait. Wait. Oh. That is impossible. That is impossible. How am I lit and he's not? What? That is impossible. That is straight up impossible. That is straight up impossible. He fucked it, he went out and shot. Huh? That was like weird server shit. I killed him. GG. This kind of scenario, I mean, I'm fine in the Shima, because I have HP and guns too, so that trade is fine for me. We have 4 kills again, only 4 torpedo hits. I mean, obviously, 1 torp hit was 1 kill in the submarine and the gearing with guns, so we only killed the Izumo really with, why did I actually have 4 torp hits? Shima? Izumo? Ah, Siegfried and 1 on Monty. Okay, okay. So these people are just running away for some fucking reason. Both full HP instead of helping their teammates. I need to catch up real fast so I can get some juicy torpedo volley on them. I did like 20k to the sub, by the way, with the depth charges in no time. 9 depth charges. They hit pretty fucking hard. Was only splash damage, but they do like 2000 a pop. Like splash damage is most likely half damage at best. You will never really get direct hits with destroyer. Destroyer depth charges, just the way they designed them is fucking garbage. Okay. Torpedoes are out. He should turn in. Oh, he turns out actually. Interesting. Just open water gunboating for additional 10-15k damage because he can't shoot all destroyers at once. Sad really, sad really. I had I'm leg mod spec full torpedo, so I definitely would have had torps ready for at least one of these fat juicy battleships and one-shot him out of the game, but I mean, yeah. Sadly we're running to the border in our double BB div, so nothing really happened. That's unfortunate. And he's dead. They're not even really doing stuff against the destroyers, those 2 battleships. They're really AFK. 120k for a Shima is fine though. Very little spotting damage, but that's the nature of Greece really. With the islands and stuff, it's unlikely that you're the one spotting. I would need some open flank like North A cap or something, where you can really be the front runner of your team, spot, torp, smoke, stuff like that. I have a smoke ready, but I also have 11k HP. Okay, I have 5k HP, so we're going to smoke now. Question is this blind going to hit enough? No, he's not. Obviously also don't drop AR on a torpedo boat, by the way, just saying. Like AR is an insane buff because you will lose HP in radars or to gunboats, so in general you don't want to give AR up. Okay, we hit 1 torp on the nose, that's pretty good. Ease DCP, 40 seconds for my torps, 1 minute on my smoke, so that is what you, by the way, have to look out for if you're stuck in front of a BB. If your smoke outlasts your torpedo reload, then you can just keep sitting in it. If it outlasts by 20 seconds like it does for me now, I can definitely keep sitting in it, because look, he can't spot me, he's spotted in front of my smoke, and at some point I will just send 50 torps again. 15, feels more like 50. Also, by the way, going forward and backward in the smoke, because this man already has shown tendencies to blind fire me for some fucking reason. I'm unlucky with the fires here. Could have already gotten a perma. I won't get one, I guess. We send 1 set. See what he does. And another. And he turns in now, so we send the last one. And I'd only need 1 or 2 torp hits to kill him. This is 1, and then from the next set there should be 1, 2. Okay, or he just dies anyways. And I'll dodge the salvo. GG's. Nice. Okay, 175 and 4 kills. Pretty good look in here. And we can go for 1 more because the second game was such a disaster. Maybe we won the second game. I sure should hope so. But really good torpedo hits in all those games. Pretty big patience, or pretty big amount of patience you have to bring to actually get good Shimmer games. But yeah, as I said in the first game, if you play a torp boat, you essentially accept that you won't carry through damage directly all the time, but you will have to play more for spotting and support, like taking advantage of the concealment in order to spot and cap. And yeah, essentially just hope that the team around you uses your proper support play, or like your 1 or 2 torpedo hits that you can force. This is also a strength of like Shima. If you have 15 torps, even if people have hydro or know where you're coming from, 1 torpedo hit still gives you great advantage because you draw the DCP. So your teammates may be morally boosted into shooting HE immediately because they see the flood there for the DCP. And what I have noticed is that people actually do switch to those target that DCP'd quite fast. Ah, wait. I have to deactivate that? Thank you. Every single patch we do the same thing. So, in terms of this matchmaking, we're obviously crazy lucky again. We have 4 non-hydro BBs again. No real gunboat that fucks me over again. Harugumo that loves to eat torps. And then Napoli with no hydro. No radar cruiser. That is amazing. That is actually amazing. Like I can go into the flank quick fast. Hopefully get a spot at the sun on the 1 line. And torpedo enemies from there. By the way, the speed with which you go into flanks with Swift and Silence is extremely off-put. Okay, DD is spotted in front of Aestol, so I have like literally free spotting from the flank here now because nothing contests me here. There's just like also like straight up impact in a game. Just not waiting on spawn, having Swift and Silence spec, getting a flank spawn, doing what I do here, and then the enemy Shimmer just like clicks battle but goes for a quick piss or shit or something and takes it easy. Yeah, well, he just griefed his team on this flank essentially. That's what it is. Like, I will be so off-puttingly fast in the flank here. We torped 2 sets. I mean, I can torp the 3rd set there. Maybe I hit the Shimmer. 1 torp is all it needed last game, so yeah. If it's 17-9 Shimmer, we're looking at the same bullshit again. Also, look at the base torpedo reload of only 143 seconds here. Because of ledge mode full torpedo spec. It's actually good. It's actually really, really good. Be a bit careful with the Shimmer coming here, actually, after he capped. Not as easy. I think they went forward too much. I won't hit torps there. No, I won't. That was a bit too early for the Vincent, but as you can see here, it is in fact the disgusting perma spotting from the flank that I went here. And now I can just AFK around and keep them lit. My entire group of people, especially also like the Smolly, can just sit there and farm for free. And these people have issues getting out. And as long as the RPF doesn't switch on me, should be fine. Getting like massive amounts of spotting damage, even in the CV game, just because I'm sitting here. Funnily enough, it's also now finally rewarded in World of Warships, like having spotting damage. This guy will turn out. I think. He should. Probably. Maybe. And what is this guy doing? Just torping. 65 spotting damage. My team has to essentially do exactly nothing and they get free damage. I hope the Shima has RPF because the moment an RPF switches on me, I know he's coming. But this Vincent is a cooked person. He's just deathstruck. I don't run RPF myself, by the way, which is quite funny if you run a torp boat because theoretically these people don't really know that I'm here. And we're deathstruck. That's very, very funny. And this guy is essentially sitting nose into this and can't dodge it anymore, so we will get an additional torpedo hit here. Probably. Very safe spot, by the way, because even if the Shima would come in here, I could make him shoot, people could shoot him, and I could just smoke up. There's no radar here, so it's extremely fine. Another DCP gone. 70k from one torpedo set. 90k spotting, and I will move towards the cap now. Yoshino runs away, Vincent just died, Guden runs away. And I would have assumed that the Shima plays RPF, so it should be RPF'd if he's closer to me than my teammates. Oh no, he actually doesn't. Oh shit, he's over there. I mean, since most of the... I will not go for the... I will just tank the people behind him. And my team is doing tremendous amounts of damage on this guy. I'm dark. Ohio game went for a gamer turn and died. Shima spotted in front of all of this because he ran into me, so... Yeah, well... Simple as that, really. The outplay potential. Actually, magically enough, perfect games for Shima here. I will not go for the Shima, I will go for the cap. And keep the Yoshino lit. More important, kind of. Just wall of skill this Yoshino and run into cap as fast as possible. Just looked at it, the Smolly didn't turn in, the others are not ready to turn in, so I'm just gonna block the cap and go towards B. Combat Scout in 6 minutes of gameplay. I will get a lot of XP for this, actually. My torps obviously miss, but that doesn't really matter. Oh, this side is extremely, extremely tasty for me. Oh, the Napoli is already dead. Like Slava, Napoli, Tirpitz, all have no hydro, so that's pretty cool. They hit a torp. Oh, those don't hit. Barely don't. I should have torped more for the turnout. But I was like on a... Like, if he's spotted there and turns in, he has to stay nose in. If he gamer turns, he would immediately die to my team. Turns out he gamer turned anyways, but didn't die to my team, so that's kind of a wicked assumption, if you ask me. We're already through with the A cap, going into B. Other side of my team has a Kite Vincent and a Napo, so they... At least the Vincent will put some HE damage into these people on C. And here it's really just like, if the Shima goes A1, I have a hard time getting him out of there fast, so I waste a lot of time. So it's like, hopefully my carrier goes for a spotting there, but... Shima hit some torps on the Monty, because the Monty obviously goes flat to that angle for no reason. Napoli died though. More important for me to cap here, really. It's a bit more impactful. To be fair, the amount of time the Shima was spotted, or like the length that he was spotted, and also the position he had where he was nearly flat to my entire team, my team should have killed him. So if they don't kill him there, then yeah, well, your fault for not doing that, so now you can suffer through him. Not my problem anymore. Turns out, by the way, the Shima did in fact not play RPF. Just saying. Maybe I should have looked at this in the beginning. Because, yeah, could have known, really. Could have kind of known. Don't know what that fucker is doing. I'm just taking over spot and cap duties again for my team. Simplistic gameplay. Best gameplay. I won't shoot yet because I want to have the cap and then continue. Oh no, I can shoot. Maybe I get a cheeky little perma fire or something. Oh yeah, there you go. Could be perma. It is in fact not perma. Catalonia doesn't have Hydra on, so I can dive the enemy side of the rock in C and already block their point income. For like ages. Maybe even proxy spot the Catalonia into def. Also a possibility here, really. This guy is just suffering against HE spam Kite Vincent that he will never kill. Oh wait, Catalonia is turning out. Okay. My next torpedo set goes on this guy. Maybe the Catalonia is playing def A. Would be weird, but what can you do? He will reverse, so I will just sit here, contest. Nah, game is over because 0. This guy would eat so many torps. Yeah, he would be def struck to my torps essentially, and I would also either get spot damage or def strike, but yeah, well, game is over. Pretty straightforward Shimai game here, and this is also what normally should happen. You're not the crazy damage dealer. You're the guy who sends the torps from the weird angle that draws a DCP out of an Ohio and def strikes a Vincent, and then essentially your torpedo threat is mostly over for the rest of the game, so you go for cap and spot. I get 177 spot damage, and funnily enough, because I kept and I spotted a lot, I'm first. It's actually being rewarded these days. Proper spotting, and combined with capping, obviously, you get a lot of base XP. Don't need to do that much. 77k, only one def strike, and that was a BB2, which is not the, let's say, best base XP income. So yeah, this is Shima. As you could see, in terms of games, I did lose 2, I did win 2. I can't really force victories like in the first game, and in the second game, I fucked it myself. So obviously we're losing this here. If I never die to the Z, everything is fine. But then again, we also had the issue of the tester just being properly demented. But yeah, this is it. In the other games, as I said, when it's the proper map, proper spawn, and you have the right spec, which would be this one here, just so you know, it's like Swift and Silence is definitely better. You could theoretically drop Turret Traverse and Torpedo Reload, or Turret Traverse and AR for RPF, if you're uncomfortable without it, or if you're generally uncomfortable with DDs that can't really fight back with guns. You do have a smoke to disengage, and you do outspot most of the radar cruisers, or you can angle to radar minnow. But in general, you would use the RPF not to torp it necessarily. You would use the RPF to know where the closest enemy is. So for example, that Shima, I would have known he's there, and I would have never run into him like that. So yeah, it would help. But in order to achieve that, you either drop AR or Torpedo Reload, which is essentially like, if you have enough game sense, you can drop this and get more torpedo value. You get the 140 base. And then if you count, let's say half HP is additional 10% through AR, I get, no, not 140, 100 second base, 105 second is, I think. And if you, 103.3, so 10% from AR is like, you get 90 second torpedo reload. That's really, really strong for these 15 torps. And I personally wouldn't drop it. I get away with RPF. Also, RPF works kind of both ways. Like, if you play a Shema and you were in the flank with your Shema, like, and you alert the enemy DD or enemy ships to your position because they have a sign that says I am RPF'd, yeah, it can make people play more passive or run away because they know you're there. If you have no RPF, sometimes people just don't think they're close to a torpedo DD, because every torpedo DD runs it. So it is a double-edged sword with the RPF. I have even managed to kill these RPF boats because they have it themselves and I don't. Like, you can kind of deter where they are when your RPF switches off you and back to you or something. So you can actually identify where the DD must be in what area and run at it. But yeah, that's it for Shima. Definitely more relaxed and thought through gameplay, not that action packed, but it can be very effective, especially if you opt for Shima as the torpedo boat of your choice. See you in the next video and take care, boys.